Hey everyone, it's Miss Escamilla here, and today we will be going over triangle inequalities. There are 4 things you need to know about triangles that we're going to learn today. The first thing we're going to learn is something a triangle? How can we tell if something's a triangle? And what you do is you take the 2 smallest sides and add them up. If that sum is greater than the third side, then the 3 side lengths are going to make a triangle. So let's look at these examples over here. Determine if the following side lengths could form a triangle. On number 1, my 2 smallest sides are 8 and 17, so I'm going to add those up, and that equals 25. I need to check, is 25, my sum, bigger than 24? This is factually true. Yay, good job. It's a triangle. So yes, this is a triangle. On number 2, my 2 smallest sides are 3 and 3. So we're going to go, okay, let's add those up. 3 plus 3, and that equals 6. I need to check, is 6 bigger than 7? And that is not true. 6 is not bigger than 7. It is smaller, so we're going to say, nope, not a triangle. And on my third example, my 2 smallest sides. Now, this is really important. You want to make sure you're using the 2 smallest sides and not just the first 2 sides you see. So we're going to add 7 and 35 because those are our 2 smaller sides, and that equals 42. Is 42 greater than 41? Yep. Therefore, it's a triangle. Now, your answer has to be bigger, so if you get the same number, it is still not a triangle. Remember, it has to be greater than the third side. All right, now, another inequality you might have to do is how to find the range of the third side. So whenever it asks for the range of possible lengths for the third sides, you have 2 steps. Your first step is you're going to add those 2 sides. That's your maximum. Your second step is you're going to subtract the 2 sides given, that's your minimum, and then you write it as a range like this, which kind of looks a little off for a second. So let me do one example. Given 2 sides of a triangle, set up an inequality to show the range of the possible lengths for the third side. Well, we said our first step was to add the 2 sides. So 11 plus 3 equals 14. All right, cool. Our second step was to subtract the 2 sides. Biggest minus smallest, 11 minus 3 equals 8. So this was my maximum, and this was my minimum. Now the inequality is written as minimum, so 8, less than x, less than my maximum, which is 14. And now I have properly written a range for an inequality to show the lengths of the third side. Let's try it again with number 5. First step, add those 2 numbers up. 31 plus 28, that's going to equal 59. This is going to be my maximum. Second step, biggest minus smallest, 31 minus 28, and that equals 3. That's my minimum. And then remember, my range starts with the smallest, so it starts with 3, less than x, less than 59. And my last example, my 2 side lengths given are 24 and 7. First step, I'm going to add them up. 24 plus 7 equals 31. Second step, I'm going to subtract them. 24 minus 7 equals 17. 31 was my max. 17 was my min. All right, so it goes minimum, less than x, less than maximum. And there is my range. Next, you might have to order sides, which this one is pretty straightforward. The biggest side is always across from your biggest angle, your middle side is across from your middle angle, and the smallest side is across from the smallest angle. However, you might have to solve for a missing angle. So remember that angles in a triangle add up to 180. First, let's solve for angle D. We have 59 plus 53 plus D has to equal 180. 59 plus 53 is 112, plus D equals 180. To solve for D, I would subtract 112 from both sides, and I would get that D is equal to 68. which means my biggest side, because we're going to order the side from greatest to least, is going to be across from my biggest angle. My biggest angle is 68 degrees, so I'd circle my biggest angle, and across means I'm going to draw a line from that angle, not that, that's not it for sure, to the opposite side, just like that. Goes directly across, and that side is called EF. So my biggest side is going to be EF. My middle side is going to be my middle angle, which is going to be 59. And then it's the side across from it. So I draw an arrow straight across, and I get the side DF. So DF is going to be my middle side. And then my smallest side is going to be from my smallest angle, which is 53. I draw my arrow straight across, and that whole side is called DE. So if I ordered my sides from greatest to least, I have EF because it was across from angle D, DF because it was across from angle E, and then DE because it was across from angle F. Therefore, if we have to order the angles, it's going to work the same way. The biggest angle is across from the biggest side, the middle angle is across from the middle side, and the smallest angle is across from the smallest side. So if I had to order the angles from least to greatest, the first thing I want to do is find my smallest side, which is 17. And I draw a line across, and I get that my smallest angle is angle C. My middle angle will be across from 20, and remember I want to go all the way across. So my next angle is going to be angle A. Therefore, my biggest side is 24, and I want to go all the way across my triangle to angle B. So my angles ordered from least to greatest is angle C, angle A, and then angle B. That is all I have for you today. If you have any questions, please let me know.